Hello and welcome. Thousands of people turn to risky weight loss strategies on a regular basis due to their discontent with traditional diets. Countless health blogs and magazines advise you to decrease calories in order to lose weight. Typically, these publications do not provide much instruction, and some advise extremely rigid diets that prohibit particular foods. So, if you find yourself in a yo-yo dieting cycle where you lose weight, gain it back, and then diet again, intermittent fasting may be for you. Because intermittent fasting is not a traditional diet, weight loss and intermittent fasting work hand in hand. Because intermittent fasting is a lifestyle change, the meals you eat and how you eat them can help you permanently lose those stubborn pounds. What precisely is intermittent fasting? It focuses on eating and fasting for particular periods of time, so you set aside specific times when you do not consume food. There is no correct way to do it, and there are numerous alternatives. The 5-2 diet is one example. On this plan, most people eat less than 500 or 600 calories on 2 non-consecutive days per week. The 16-8 diet is yet another popular version. The 16-8 diet requires you to eat for 8 hours and then fast for the remainder of the day. From salads4lunch.com. My intermittent fasting results. The first week I lost only half a pound, so I was pretty discouraged. The second week I lost 2.5 pounds, then I lost 2 pounds the next week, and 2.4 pounds in the last week for a total of 7.4 pounds lost. I've tried a lot of weight loss fads over my lifetime, some are crazy hard to do, Whole30 I'm looking at you, and other methods have been easier. Out of everything I've tried, I found intermittent fasting to be the easiest to get started with, and also the easiest to stick with. It's not a complicated weight loss plan, nor was it hard to fit it into my lifestyle. I liked that my cravings for sugar diminished and I snacked a whole lot less. Overall, I'm pretty sure I consumed far less calories because I was snacking less. I think this is why I experienced the weight loss that I did. I can see how partnering intermittent fasting with regular exercise and even a keto diet could take your weight loss to the next level. From peacefuldumpling.com. What I've had to do is basically nothing. I eat my first meal of the day around noon and finish eating dinner by 8, the rest of the time I am fasting. During the 16 hours of fasting, I end up sleeping for half of that time, and the rest of the time I do yoga in the morning on an empty stomach. I have always worked out on an empty stomach, and get on with my day. Fasting is hard for the first couple of weeks, and it took some discipline to get my body used to the new routine, but now I don't crave breakfast and actually feel a lot more energetic and able to get things done. I am more clear-headed and focused in the mornings when my energy is not going towards digestion. Weight loss has not been significant. I have lost a couple of pounds, but what I have definitely noticed is that my body composition has been changing to look more toned and lean, which is my main aim at this point. I am less puffy and bloated in the mornings and am finally starting to make out a bit more muscle definition all around my body. My mood has improved, particularly in the morning. I don't know the exact science behind this, but I have definitely noticed that I generally have a more positive outlook on life than I did a couple of months ago. Looking younger has also been a surprising side effect that I've noticed. I don't know if it's because my skin has been clearer since doing this, but I do think the fine lines I had before are even finer now. When I was researching this, I found that there have actually been studies that showed that fasting helps to increase HGH, human growth hormone, levels, which is the hormone that regenerates your body and keeps it looking young, as well as having a whole host of other benefits for maintaining a healthy body. According to menshealth.com. In a new video, Cam Jones of YouTube's Goal Guy sets out to try intermittent fasting for himself, by sticking to this diet plan for 30 days. He won't be exercising during this month, as he is also recovering from a cracked rib, and so he hopes that fasting will enable him to prevent any weight gain during this lack of physical activity. I'm going to be trying what is probably the most common form of intermittent fasting, which is the 16/8 method, he says. Meaning I'll be fasting for a 16-hour window each day, while eating all of my meals in the remaining 8. I've decided to set this eating window between the hours of 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., so basically I'm going to be giving up breakfast, my favorite meal of the day. Just a couple of days into the challenge, Cam finds himself clock watching for most of the morning, waiting until he can eat. And despite reading claims that it can take up to 7 days for the worst of the cravings to abate, he is still miserable with hunger by day 10. Around halfway through the month, things begin to change, and Cam starts to feel some benefits. The hunger pangs aren't as bad. He is immediately more productive in the mornings as he is getting straight into work rather than spending time on breakfast, and he is even able to go for a morning run after a 14-hour fast. Cam weighs 155 pounds at the start of the challenge, and by the end of the month he has dropped 6 pounds to 149. I'm definitely leaner, wow. I look good. he says. What's exciting to me is that intermittent fasting can be a really useful tool for me moving forward. After I got past those initial 2 weeks of feeling hunger, things were honestly pretty easy to maintain. And with the added discipline of monitoring when I'm eating, I felt I was a lot more conscious of what I was eating as well. Hope some of these intermittent fasting before and after results inspired you. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have been enjoying the content so far. It helps us out with the YouTube algorithm and it inspires us to continue finding quality information to share. To watch more videos on intermittent fasting, jump on over to our channel and continue your quest.